Welcome to Attican Plays Railway Empire. Alright, hi, this is Attican and welcome to another Railway Empire video. We're going to take our first look at Railway Empire's new Japan DLC, and we're going to play one of the scenarios. There's a Northern Honshu and Southern Honshu. You have to play Northern before you can play Southern, so we'll do this one first. And I will tell you, I've already played through a large portion of this like 2 times, and I get to a game-stopping defect every time. So I don't know how far I can take this, but I thought what I could do at least is put out there for you a way to start, because I've noticed Steam discussions and different places where people are saying they're having a hard time with the very opening of this, which I shouldn't be. It's not that hard. I think what we're going to do, I think I'm going to put it on Trainiac for a change. So it's a little slow and boring, but we'll do it. So, and you'll see what I mean in a minute. 900K Tokyo, 1 competitor. Will make the competitor very hard. Realistic track, Trainiac mode, medium difficulty. And what it says here is Japan has resisted the Industrial Revolution and it's time for change. They want to embrace the ways of the West, at least in part, and they want us to show them how to do a railroad.
Your search is over.
Hey,
and
it's not a
I have to say
idea
I'm
to keep me waiting.
offended by some of these drawings, especially the Gangster. But be it as it may, I've had a lot of people ask me to play as the Gangster, so we will. So we're going to do Trainiac mode and the Gangster on very hard. So that means I need to jump right in and get going. So quickly, there are 3 tasks. Connect some cities with this population. They're all very, very small. 40 passengers, carry some rice. So we're going to go into buying mode first.
The Japanese
we know we're going to
Empire
carry
should
rice.
follow
We're
the
going to
lead
buy
of the
some
West
rice.
And tread the path of technical progress.
And we're going to buy
For this strategy to bear fruit,
a sake
it will
brewery.
require the help of people like you, who bring
And
the knowledge of
we
the
could
railways
even
to
buy
Japan.
some octopus, but maybe not.
I ask you to be our instructor in these difficult
We are
early
going to
days.
use the kind of the
I
quote
already took
newer
the freedom of
technology.
making
We're
a
going
list
to do
of
train
tasks that I need
stations
your
with
guidance
signaling
on.
control. Put one in our HQ city of Tokyo, and one down here in Yokohama. And we'll set up, pardon me, we'll set up a line between the 2 like so. Double track. And in a minute after since I'm on Trainiac, in a minute after I get this set up and we're in wait mode, I'll explain a couple things for you. We're going to put a warehouse with signaling control attached to Yokohama. Scoot it back a little bit right there. We're going to tell that warehouse to take rice and octopus. And then we're going to hook that warehouse into our existing system. Set our signals, and then we're going to go up here to the rice that we own. And start making money by shipping that into the warehouse and feeding our sake business down here in Yokohama. Okay. Run full. And we need some more money. I was flipping through there. It looks like Beatrix is our competitor. Okay, we also need a train. I want to set up a couple of trains. I'm going to do a passenger and mail train between these two cities so that we can
Excellent. Seeing how fast the locomotive rushes along the
use
tracks,
the bonuses.
one day, such
And
extraordinary
then I'm going to
machines
run
will also be
one
built here in Japan.
freight train between the same two cities. And we'll put a refrigerator car on it. Okay. Then we want to go back here and pick up our nearby octopus. Come on
Tokyo has only recently become the capital of the empire. It is good that the railway is now emphasizing its claim to be a city of modernity.
I want to get a supply tower down here close, so I'll just put it very close. Okay. Now, let's look into Chiba. And in fact, in Chiba, how much would this thing cost us? Oh, that's it. They're giving that away. We're going to buy the soy sauce factory because once we buy it, it'll have some goods in it. It will have, see, it's already got a bunch of export. Those become ours, so to speak. So, let's see here. Train station signaling control in Chiba, like so. Put in our track. And notice how short this line is, 10 miles. Okay. Okay, what we'll do here is we'll set up a passenger and mail line. Between here and here. Give it the bonus cars, and then we will set up a freight line between here and here. Give it a refrigerator car, then we'll set up one between here and here, freight only. Give it a refrigerator car. Then we kind of watch this. We're starting to maybe get ahead a little bit there, I don't know. But we could, well, let's get our third city hooked into this first. We took all our money, didn't we? Yeah. All right, so now we're waiting on a little bit of money. We need a couple hundred to make our next move. So the key to this, if you look at those tasks, connect 4 cities with 16.5, do the rice. Obviously, the rice is easy. The passengers is one of the easiest things you'll ever get. 40 passengers is super easy. But what we want to do here is these 4 cities are all tiny. Look at this, 15.3, and they're all about that same size. So we have to make them all grow. Now, the 6 things that are in this DLC, we have a new supply chain. So what we need for those 6 key items for your small towns would be rice, octopus, sake, soy sauce, and then the other 2 are soybeans and wood. Now the soybeans and wood, if we look at our territories, are outside our territory. We can't do anything about them. But enough will come down by land to come in here to Chiba to keep it producing a little bit of soy sauce, making us some money and supplying it to the other cities. And of course we've got all the sake we want, and we've got rice, and we've got octopus.
These transports took days until recently. Now it is only a matter of hours.
So there's our rice. We got a little money saved up, so let's go to, where is it? Train station with signaling control. Get our fourth city in here, Saitama. Now, Tokyo is going to be kind of a junction, so I'm going to build my link like this. I may have to go back and change something there too. And we'll run it into the middle, like that. Here's a line to Saitama. And let's wait for some money. So I'm thinking of this as a four-city cluster. You don't have to be that, you don't even have to know what that means to understand what I'm trying to do. What we're trying to do is have goods going from here and here to all the other cities. That would be our sake and our soy sauce. And then we want these two raw materials to go to all four cities. And we'll work on that in just a minute as soon as we get some more money. So I'm going to let this run, speed up for a little bit. We're getting some breakdown, so let's replace all of our trains. Supply tower. We're going to set up, first of all, a from here to here freight. And we're going to set up a here to here freight. And then we're going to start setting up lines like this. Let's see, what do we got coming out of here? Nothing. Good. Not good, but at least we know where we are. Okay. Okay, so let's set up a line between here and here. And you can stop off there as long as you leave empty. That's cool. There we go. And we can give that a refrigerator car. It'll be carrying those kind of goods most of the time. We'll set up a line. Oh, I think, shoot, sorry. Did I goof up? Yokohama to Saitama. I meant to do, I think I goofed. I want to do warehouse to here and into here. Make sure you're empty when you leave there so you'll get a full load at the warehouse. You could have a refrigerator car. And then I want to run a line from the warehouse to Chiba. And you can even go back to Tokyo, doesn't matter. And I'm going to change something here right after I do this. I'm going to edit this and say, no, you just do your freight thing to the warehouse. And this other guy, this one here, same thing. I don't want to compete for the passenger traffic with my dedicated passenger trains. And let's see, the other one we need would be Tokyo. So we're going to line from here to here with a refrigerator car. Okay. Now that way we can get these two raw materials to these three towns, and of course Yokohama gets them kind of automatically. Now we want to watch the businesses and see what pops up here. Well, we've got a clothing industry. All right, here we've got textiles and clothing. Oh, perfect. So we're going to go out here to this fiber, this fiber field or fiber farm or whatever it is, and we're going to run a line and just plug it into our system right here. think I'd like to have from here to here, run full, go. Oh, and one little thing we want to put in is a nice little bypass right here so that those lines don't have to go through Tokyo. There's no reason for those trains from Chiba to whatever that place is, Saitama. Oh, that's not working. Why isn't that working? Isn't that something? I haven't experienced that problem before. Let's try this again. You go up here like that. It must have something to do with that way it's hitting that curve. Wow, that's it won't do that. Isn't that weird? Well, I'll tell you what we're going to... That's not going to work, but it doesn't matter. This little thing here will let it get across. Let me check signals. Okay. Where are we? Where are we? Okay, we got, or see right here, we've got all 4 cities growing now because Chiba has octopus, it has sake, it has soy sauce. It's getting lumber over land, and we've got this coming down there, so it's going to grow just fine. That's Saitama. I think I said Chiba, and then Chiba is growing nicely. They're all 4 of them are growing nicely now. So we've actually we should have these first 4 tasks knocked out very, very soon. 16 Tokyo.
As close as these cities are, all places in Japan must be connected. Then we will have paved a way into the future. The first railways are very impressive. His Imperial Majesty is delighted by this rapid progress. You have permission to expand your ventures to the regions north of here.
All right, so now we have to secure 3 areas, connect 150,000 people, and 250,000 quarterly revenue from passengers. And let's just get an idea. Where are we? We did $66,000. We did nothing in our first quarter or whatever, last quarter we had. So, got a lot of work to do to get that passenger one. Of course, we're playing Don Lorenzo, who, is as bad as we could get. He's the worst character we could have for getting passenger revenue. All right, so we should have, this is good, this should be good. It should be showing me the sake down here. It isn't. Why isn't it showing me what's here? There it is. Now it's working. So we've got 4 really good industries. Beautiful setup of industries here. Now we have to go out here and get into these. We can only go to these ones that have the kind of thicker white striping on them. The ones that are more pale like this, we don't have access to at all. So we have to buy our way in. 604, 415, 543. We would need to save that money. So I think what we're going to do here is pay off a bond, and then we're going to save enough money to pay off the other bond as well. 260, 270. All right. So let's just speed it up. And oh, and I did want to double track this back here and run another train. And notice how I'm only going into that one socket up there, so to speak, because I want to save those middle ones for other things. Research. We need to get, this is a good one here, 8% passenger increase. So let's work our way out to that. There, now we can get that on Inventor. That would help us get there. Sure enough. Okay. Packages. Ah, shoot. Okay, that's all that side. That we've got all the passenger stuff. Now, what we really would probably like to get here now, if we're going to make that, is a conductor or a better train like the Sterling. So that'll be our next research target. And here we go. This train can have a conductor. And this one can have a conductor. Ooh, another inventor. Nice. We need to do ticket prices for passengers. Yeah. And this one out here is ticket prices. So we'll get this one next and then go up here and get a better train. And we might as well have passenger mill on there with a conductor. That'll help. Slow down. Pay that off. Open 2 more bonds. Now we got some money and we'll go here and buy access
Before your
to that
arrival
one.
in Japan, I visited the Western states with a high-ranking delegation to help become a good servant and advisor in His Imperial Majesty's efforts for a new and modern Japan. Okay, now we're going to go up here to Mito. Put in a train station with signaling control.
Not in love with that grade right there. Oh, I guess I moved it to this side. That's getting better. Yeah, we're just gonna. Yeah, we're just running on the wrong side. And in case we do something later with freight, we'll go ahead and tell them to use the track like that. And make sure they use that particular track. Again, there's no, they have to use that track right now. But later on, we might add freight lines out here, and we don't want these guys jumping over. We got the connection bonuses. Ooh. Okay. Let's run this one over. Here we go. Higher ticket prices. And there's one over here. So we want the Sterling, and then we'll work over toward this one. Now this one, I'm going to be cheesy and get rid of it because I just don't see running a line from there. But I could see running. Let's see. Running a train from here to Chiba. Okay. And okay, we got those going, and now we need to get access to another area. What's it going to cost us? $4.15. So we can speed it up for a minute.
Much of what I have seen in Europe and America should serve as a model for our state, especially the railway.
Now we have two ways we can go here. We can run a line this way, we can run a line this way. We are focusing on passenger and mail right now to try to get that revenue up. Our last quarter is 117, so it's improving, but not great. And we've got till let's see, 74, which would be 5, 2.5. We get 70, 71. June of 72 is our deadline to get this and still keep a perfect score. All right, let's do, where is it? Train station with signaling control. Put it in here. And we'll run it to
You will see.
this, I think.
In just a few years, the world will look at Japan with astonishment. We will have burst from our cocoon of isolation and risen like a butterfly to unimagined heights.
I think that was our population when our cities are growing. It gave us that even before we connected to Saitama. So now we're down to the tough one for our character. And new industry here. What would we like to have? And a new industry. Oh man, if we didn't have that and a connection bonus, we'll definitely take that. Actually, I think we're going to do a couple of things. We're going to take a little chance here and put in a warehouse with signaling control here, put in a sawmill, and run this lumber down there. That would be nice. The sawmill, I think, is 200,000. Yeah. So let's just let this run till we have 200,000, then we'll come back to it. Oh no, don't tell. Oh. Okay. Now let's put a sawmill in this city. Warehouse with signaling control, put it here and have it pick up logs. Then we want to go out here to, this one is probably going to be expensive, I imagine. Very. That's because it's been supplying cities overland. So it's still making money, so we're not going to mess with buying it. So we're going to go over here and get our bonus. There we go. Let's double track this. No, I don't want another rice farm. Tempting, but I don't want it. Slow down, slow down. We need to connect into this. And we need to get the sterling. And the next thing we need to do is take all of our passenger and mail lines and make them sterlings. And then go back to our track here. And do like so. Get some trains running in here. 142. We're not looking great, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, so that sawmill is going to start getting lumber. And it already set up to ship that lumber. I assume we have a freight train heading from... Yeah. It can ship. What's going on here? We're getting a little slowdown right in here. We'll either have to build some track for bypasses, which would be a good idea. We can also upgrade this station, which is expensive, but a good idea. There's no reason putting more trains on here until we get this fixed, is there? I think the easiest fix for this is to expand that station. Give it more places for these trains to go. We want to get to here. How do we get to here? A neighbor. Ugh. Okay. We're going to have to get this and then the ticket prices. Yeah, see how this is clearing up now. Thank goodness. Okay. And I think there's one more. Yeah. What do we need? 543. We got the fork now, which is I don't know how to say that, but it's more expensive than the sterling. 130 rating versus 100. Ooh, it is a better rating though. Better rating with passengers. What would it cost us to replace all of our sterlings? We're going to do it. We're going to run that or fork-cannot, or however you say that, on our passenger lines. We still don't have maintenance set up, and I would like to be at that point already, but the pressure of this silly, we're at 152. March will give us another answer. I don't think it's going to be a good one. And we're making some money here. Some money there. Okay, slow down. Get access to that and run a line. Well, first of all, let's put a station out here. Okay, now our next one, once we have two, we can get that one. Okay.
The troubled memories of journeys past
Oh,
dissolve
wow.
the steam of your locomotives and set the stage for a wave of enthusiasm. The steel snake that meanders through the hills and valleys has grown rapidly. Rumor has it, it devours all the places it touches. But that is just the superstition of the farmers. It is time to connect the two economic centers, Tokyo and Kyoto. Get to work.
Okay, let's see our new tasks. Connect a bunch of rural, go to Nagano and Kofu to Matsumoto. And that's going to be out here, these two. And we will worry about that next episode. But that should help you get through these first few. Let me save this. Okay. So I can talk for a minute without losing time. So that should help you get through those first sets of tasks. So you can see we're all perfect score pace right now. It's April 1872. We've got some time to get this done. So now we're moving into actually an area where Don Lorenzo's good because we need to run a lot of freight. We need to connect a bunch of rural stations. In fact, I may go back and reconnect that one. But so what we really get into now is kind of a city building mode with this. But that's for another episode. So hopefully that'll help you get through those first few tasks. And let me just go back and tell you what the main things are. Get sake and soy sauce going to all four cities and get rice and octopus going to all four cities. Now you don't have to do it like this with the warehouse and the lines coming out of that. You could run them directly to each city, however you like to set it up. But just make sure that you get all that done, and you'll be in good shape. And I would put a tower on that, but it doesn't matter. It wouldn't be there on my save when I loaded it anyway. So hopefully that'll help you. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it'll help you become a better player. I hope you'll like, comment, and subscribe, and join us for our next Railway Empire video. Thank you.